How's it going, everybody? So, we are here. It is just after midnight on release day. Final Fantasy TCG Hidden Hope. I have my normal. We have our 3 boxes. We will be cracking and looking to get ourselves as many cards as we're going to be needing for the next, 4 or 5 months of the game. As far as what I'm looking for, beyond the obvious, I think everybody wants like the Sephiroth and stuff. Foil, Montleonis, and Tidus would be fantastic. Would love to get a foil ace. There is our first box topper. Kurosame himself. I would like to dodge as many Kurosame as possible. And I would really like to get the playset of especially Cypher. I feel like Cypher is going to end up being the most expensive full art in the set. So, beyond that, some nice art, some good foils, as many foil limit breaks as possible, especially like Leela would be fantastic. Let's dig right in. Should have emptied my trash can out before this. Foil Lilith and a non-foil Noct. Very first pack has a legend in it. Lilith honestly has some potential for a common. I'm really interested to see the Warrior of Darkness deck. Oh, exactly what I was talking about. The foil Little Leela. That is a very nice pull. And a non-foil Siren. Excuse me. Would love to get 3 Leelas in foil. I feel like that's a card that basically a lot of decks for this set are going to be running 2 to 3 copies of. So as many copies of her in general as possible would be nice, so I don't have to shuffle them around. Kane Minwoo. But I will absolutely take as many of this in foil as the set wants to give me. I have a feeling she's going to be a pretty nice one to have by the time the set is done. Small thing I didn't actually mention when I came to talking about our set review is that Leela actually isn't out to Citadel, which is a card that I actually really rate highly and have to I'm very careful when I deck build that I don't lose outright to Citadel. There we go, that's a really nice one. Foil Fujin and a non-foil Ace. One nice thing about the limit breaks is it actually lowers the playset requirements for a set. You only need 2 copies of Ace, 2 copies of Montleonis, and 2 copies of Tidus. So, not having to worry about those as much would be nice. Non-foil Victoria. And my own spoiler in the Vaughn. I'm excited. I wonder if Pirates will ever be actually good again. I wasn't around for Vice King's heyday, so I swear this card is addicted to me pulling it. That is my 4th copy of Foil Emina. We actually drafted the set already, and I took one of the... Oh my goodness. I took an Emina because it was... wanted to make sure I got a playset of her in foil, but we can stop talking about that because I did just pull probably what I think will be the chase full art of the set. The FF8 package as a whole is ludicrously strong. And I think that Cypher being the lightning centerpiece of it. Yeah, full arts of him are going to fetch a pretty penny. Well, I mentioned how I really wanted to get my playset of Cypher. We are almost there already. We'll absolutely take that. Clavet, Squall. I'm kind of surprised how negative the reviews for the Scry 1-mana backups or 1 CP backups were. I don't know. I just think that like a 1 CP backup has a pretty low ceiling. The category is good. and the effect is fine. I mean, it's not broken or anything. I mean, I guess like you're competing with Final Fantasy has so much search and other similar effects that you kind of just have problems with that. But I don't know. I feel like those might be better than people are giving them credit for. It is a little awkward that compared to something like Magic, because when you stack a card in this game, if your opponent has a forward and you don't have a blocker, the card you're leaving on top is going to damage. It's not going to hand. So kind of the same issue that I ran into with Mist. Actually, was that I was trying to. I was like, oh, that's a good card. I want to leave it on top, and then I would realize that leaving it on top was actually a death sentence for the card. It's my second foil Luartha. Not that I'm complaining. I think that card will have a home someday. Foil Clavets. That is my second non-foil Tidus between this and my 3 pre-release kits. So, no more of that unless we want to give it to me in foil. Will not complain about that. Lovely Yuna. And Nadia. I do believe I have a playset of Adia now, which is good. I think that was my first Squall, the one that I pulled earlier. Ooh, a foil ace. I am one of the people that does enjoy playing Wind and Wind cast decks, and I feel like Ace is going to show up a lot, especially because those decks do not have better plays to make outside of Leela. Foil Ject is very nice. Yeah, I'll put you with that pile. Oh, foil Ject and a non-foil Ject. I feel like that's happened more commonly with this set than it does usually. Ject is a very, very good card. Lich and Medusa. Lich is actually really good in limited, so keep an eye on it in your limited packs. We have foil Chime. I'm actually kind of happy about that. I would not mind having. I don't think the card really is going to be worth playing, but I've got to try it. Something. And if I'm going to try it, I might as well try a shiny one. Ah, there is my other foil legend, a Citra. So, still looking for another full art, but I don't expect to see another foil legend here. Ooh, foil Diana. That looks really nice. A Miwa. Miwa's an interesting one. It's hard to kind of evaluate because back attack is such a strong set of keywords, and Dull Freeze has actually gotten quite strong as well. So being able to activate your stuff on a pretty cheap body is pretty decent. Ooh, foil Lulu. Pulled a full art of her earlier. Non-foil Leela, that is great. That makes my playset of Leela, which is good. I honestly wouldn't mind just pulling. If I pulled 3 Leelas per box, I actually might be pretty happy about that. Ooh, Minwoo. Very nice. Garuda. I swear, it's a crapshoot on whether these BE cards are going to look good or bad. Looks like the Leonis ones actually do look pretty nice. Some like Stern, I don't remember looking as good. Mathmashri was a good looking foil. Yagarash, that's a second Squall. That's interesting. Ooh, I got excited for a second there. That is a full art Sephiroth. I will say, I've seen the signature of this card now. It looks really good. Also really happy that that's 2 full art legends. That is my playset of Corilla. Now across my stuff. It's my first Sephiroth, and actually that was my first Cypher I ever pulled as well. So we are doing a very good job of kind of filling in those gaps. Carbuncle's second Garland. I don't remember getting that many repeat heroes in previous boxes. That's a new thing. I do not remember that being a thing. Helena Leonis and Elena. Very funny that we got back-to-back really good Lenas with just stunning mono art. If you haven't seen that in foil, you absolutely should. Siren and Angeal. Not looking forward to the Siren and having to flip coins against my opponent to get my targeted effects to resolve. Warrior and a Cloud. Cloud being the sacrificial lamb full art. Bard and a Lulu. Blue Mage and a Dorgan. Are we going to get one of the... I've heard a lot of boxes this set have had 3 full arts. Would like to see that trend continue. Foily Cloud and a Guido. Last pack of the box. That is actually unexpected. Alright, let's take a look here. We got 1, 2, 3 foil legends. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7 non-foils. Our 2 full arts. Good chunk of heroes, bulk foils, and our bulk that we will definitely be using at some point. So we'll go ahead and put that all in the box. I'll keep the rares off to the side and kind of separate these by rarity a little bit. Should make sorting these out a little bit easier in the future. Alright, very, very happy with that box. It's hard to beat 2 full art legends, and probably 2 of the most playable ones as well. I feel like the Sephiroth, especially, Sephiroth is just never going to be a bad card, I imagine, until basically the end of time. And then the Cypher, I think, first of all, like I said, Lightning Legends are just more expensive in this game than other Legends. I don't know if there's just a higher player base for Lightning, or what, but... Alright, let's put these right here. Let's get cracking. And that's not what you want to see for your first. I was trying to think of situations where Yag is better than the old one. Like, disregarding the cost entirely. I don't know why it costs 3, you know, so much later. Second foil Minwu, it's kind of funny. But yeah, it's very strange to me that they printed a card so much later. And if it had just the same text as the old one, but in a different element, it would be a pretty, like, good card. But the extra cost and not being as good is just very interesting. Well, this box is off to a very mediocre start. We're using one of our legends on a Kurosame. Got very lucky last set by dodging the box topper, which, I don't know, I kind of wish the box topper wouldn't be a legend, just so that it didn't feel bad to pull. It's like there's like one legend you just don't want to pull for any reason. Ultimisia, very, very nice. It's my first copy of her. Yeah, the FF8 stuff is... If you haven't played against it, you might want to get playtesting. Cisne on the phone. Trying to remember what showed up. I know I've had friends pull Yags from boxes. want to say that was Idea in the same box. Well, there is my second one. Full Art Vossler. Very early pair of full arts. Definitely not as good a box as the previous. Well, there's the foil Idea. Just trying. The biggest thing is that, like, 8, in a lot of ways, the lightning package just feels so all-encompassing and complete. It just kind of does everything. The only thing it really doesn't do is like interact on the opponent's turn, but it's very, very fast. And if you play it pure, you actually have a lot of room for non-engine cards that don't directly influence your strategy. You can fill those with all kinds of summons and things, and you can recur those with Man in Black. And you can use it to play not just an aggro game, but also a very convincing mid-range game. Foil Cloud, non-foil Angeal. Artha and a Cloud. Yep. Still got quite a ways to go. Still haven't pulled any foil legends. Still got 2/3 of the box left. Got a little bit of hope for the Paladin. Reanimator effects in this game are really, really rare. So I feel like the ones that we do have, a lot of them have the potential to see play. Ooh, there is. If you haven't seen this thing in foil looks incredible. And a Garuda. Garuda is actually a lot better than I thought she was when I first read her. I did not have high hopes for that card initially. Should kind of move my body a little bit, see if I can block that glare for y'all. I'm sorry. A little bit of a scattered video today. It's been a really rough week, so. There is a second Sephiroth. That's a way to make a week a little better. So. I've been kind of looking forward to this all week. So, kind of glad. I've actually got a lot of decks already built to Materia Hunter to test out, too. It's always nice, like, when a lot of, like, the websites, Materia Hunter, Octagon, FFdex was a little slow this time, but when they all kind of are on the same page and update really quickly with the card browser, and you can start, you know, brewing very quickly. Ooh, foil selfie, very good. Yeah. Feels a lot better when you're kind of not sitting around waiting for better tools than to keep up. Be nice if FFdex can get their back-end issues fixed up a little bit. I know they're working on them, but and the site's been around a long time, so I imagine they built up quite a bit of. If you know anything about the tech industry, it's called tech debt, where kind of you do things because it's easy, and then you come back to it later, and your little easy slap job fix causes issues long term. So I know they're having issues getting limit break implemented because of that, I believe, according to an announcement they made. Renoa, I just am kind of opposed to that card on principle. I remember reading it and being just flabbergasted she was a common. Montleonis is great. Kind of been the card of the set so far. It's the one that everybody's kind of... I will say, the one thing about Montleonis is it is probably like the easiest thing to brew around. You know, when your restriction is just your backups are fire. I think it's going to get solved a lot faster. There is the Cypher playsets with the foil. Foil, non-foil, and full art. I actually kind of like the foil because the blade being right above the text box kind of looks interesting. We got a Guido. Be nice if this was a 3 full art box. Kind of redeem the Yagrosh a little bit. It'll sting a little less. Is Yaga common? He is, yeah. It'll sting a little less if that's kind of just a bonus and not, you know, one of the big quote-unquote hits of the box. Red Mage, Medusa. Thankfully, this is actually the first set in a long time that pre-release kits were pretty good to me. I believe that is my playset of Ace. Might be way past it already. It's nice to have 3 anyway. 2 deck with LBs if we end up having 2 deck tourneys are going to be really annoying until we get more printed. Non-Amigo and non-Amigo. Always fun when that happens. There we go. There we go. There we go. Yag, you have been redeemed, as has the box. Selfie. Actually, my second full art selfie. Between this and my pre-release kits. My kits, I have a full art Kane, a full art, nice, extra Whittleleela. Those are always good. Kane, Selfie, Corilla, and a Lulu. So, pretty solid luck overall. I feel like there's just a lot more high rarity full arts this set, maybe. Which I don't mind at all. It's kind of fun. Last set, opening a Desh and going, oh, cool. I mean, it's a full art. It's not worth anything, but... I mean, Desh has great art, but it's not really a card that I'll ever see play outside of a cube. And it's not a character I have any knowledge of or attachment to. Foil and GL, actually quite happy with that. And a non-foil Cypher. So nice. We have trade fodder now. Foil Alba. That looks really good in foil. Warrior of Light. Katar Bashtar. I was going to say, I don't think I've actually pulled a Katar so far in my boxes at all. It'd be very weird to miss out on just a hero. Full Kurosame, and kind of happy about the Katar Bashtar than the Kurosame. So let's take a look here. 1, 2, 3 foil legends, 7 non-foil legends, feels like they upped the foil legends this set. I wonder if that's a result of not having a starter. Alright, let's go ahead and put these commons back in that commons box I have. Perfect. And this can start my rares. So, yeah, two of my legends being used for Kurosame is a little unfortunate. Not that I think Kurosame is a bad card. I actually think it's quite a good card. Especially thanks to Emina and some of the shenanigans you can pull thanks to how consistent and shiny she'll make your deck. I think especially the Wind Moogle is going to be a very interesting card to explore in a Kurosame deck. Give you access to a lot of very interesting cards that Ice really wants access to, but just hasn't really had a way to consistently play. Alright, Enkidu, Nanamigo. Don't think I've pulled any Gilgamesh so far, now that I think about it. Well, there he is. I was joking. Complain more. Things go your way. Time Mage, the limited All-Star. Traded my one foil Shantoto, so it'd be nice to get one more foil of her. I don't think foils of her are going to be very expensive. Turns out needing just one of a card makes it a lot easier to acquire, but still like the ability to do that. Foil Corilla, our first legend. Non-foil Barts. I feel like we haven't pulled a lot of Bartses either, actually. Very weird. Little Sice. Warrior of Light. This one wasn't showing up all that much earlier either. I know that I've pulled at least two now. So I should be nearing that playset. If not already have it between this and my pre-release kits. Ayame and a Dia. I think Ayame's a little slept on. I know the meme of like, oh, it doesn't do anything on entry is a really big deal in the community, but I feel like those faults are pretty forgivable, and the forward only costs 2 CP and has the ability to deal with much larger threats just by kind of playing the game. Yeah. If they kill Ayame, it's not hard for that like kill to cost them more than the Ayame cost you. Dorgan, I believe that is more than my playset of Dorgan. There we go. There's the foil Shantoto that I traded away. Now I never have to play a non-foil Shantoto. She's come up a lot more than I thought she would in some decks, but man, I really think you have to have a stupidly high concentration of Earth to player. And I do think Limit Break 7 is way too much. I wish it was like 5, so you still get like one cast of Mott or Leela, right? I don't think that would have been too much to ask. I think the game could have handled your board wipe, still giving you some resources for the rest of the game. Because it also means that like if you're in an Earth deck, you can't do foil Cipher. You can't do value Shantotos. Or like even like the moment you cast your Mott, the opponent kind of just says you ceded your board wipe. Cool, that is my last foil Cloud that I need. Or not Cloud, Bart's. Obviously got a playset of, more than a playset of Full Art Cloud. Ranger Guido. Excited for Bart's. Fingers crossed the deck ends up being pretty good. It's very interesting because I think there's a pretty wide range of opinions on the card. Lots of people seem to be pretty low on it. But I think there's a lot of potential there. And a Tidus. Really would like that in foil, if I'm going to get it, because I do already have my other Tiduses. Already resigned to having to trade for the Gilgameshes. Extra little Leela, very nice. Again, Leela's just kind of a card I think everybody needs 3 copies of. Hey! I'm happy with that. Cisne is just kind of one of my all-time favorite Final Fantasy character designs. Very funny that the full art came in a pack with the non-foil. Is that card any good? I have no idea. One thing I did miss, I thought she didn't untap during your untap step. So coming in dull is still a cost. Don't get me wrong. But she isn't totally dead without another Turk. Which was just like text I thought was on the card that isn't actually there. Kind of funny when that happens. But we'll say it's surprising to see Gen Kobayashi do so much FF7 art. I don't know if he really had any involvement with Crisis Core. The art's great. I really like his Sephiroth especially. And the Susne's cute. So, do wish that Susne had a different name. Hey, speak of the Gen Kobayashi Sephiroth, that is, as they say, a playset. Dragoon and a Helena. Alright, we have our last row. Let's see, how many... 3 foil legends again, so yeah, they must have upped the ratios there. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 limit breaks currently. Or not limit breaks, legends. Yeah. Words are hard. Been a long week. Garland actually belongs in that pile. See if I missed any other heroes. So I'm just talking away. Yep, no other heroes. Okay. Well, I'm happy with the Susne. Would like to see a little more than that. Reagan is a little more. I do think I needed that one, so that's actually good. I think I need one more Citra, 2 more Gilgameshes. Got my Dorgans, got my Aces. Got my Kurosames. Only got 1 Mont Leonis, I need 1 more of him. Hey, Crystal. I think that's my 3rd Noct, when you count my pre-release kits, so that's good. So, card I'm excited to play with. Ice, I've got a place out of Sephiroth. Ice goes to Wind. Wind, I have everything. Wind makes Earth. Definitely don't have enough Gilgameshes. Earth makes Lightning. I have my Ciphers. I only have 1 Ultimecia. So Ultimecia and Gilgamesh, I think, would be the best slot for that last legend. That's still eluding me. Full art Gilgamesh would be nice. Not fiending for the Gilgamesh as much. I don't know. I just think it's way too expensive to continuously pay that cost. Could be wrong, but I don't know. Paying 3 CP to get a forward into play, and then another 3 CP every single turn to get a break. Wish you didn't have to pay the turn it came into play or something. Or like didn't have to pay like less if you had your backups. There's a selfie. It's probably not. It's probably going to crush my dreams of finishing any playsets. I think that's going to be 7 non-foil legends. We're just looking for 1 more full art. Vossler, Moth Slasher. I'm getting nervous. Don't like getting down to... If I could pull my full arts in the first 2 packs, that would actually make me pretty happy a lot of the time. Foil Cisne. Eden. So, unless I got extremely unlucky, this pack is a full art. And it can't be Sephiroth because it is a Redis. It's an okay one. Honestly, don't think I can complain. It's definitely a pretty good way to kind of jumpstart the collection for sure. Add the crystal to my crystals collection, which is cool. Put that in there. It's in the commons box, which is great. And then I can put all my rares right there. I'll have to sort all of my stuff out later. That includes my like older stuff. 2, 3. You are not a legend. Explains how I was one off. 4, 5, 6, 7. No foil Tidus or Mont. It's a little sad. But we did continuously pull ciphers, like our life depended on it, which was really cool. Yeah, I don't think I can complain about that. So, our big pulls, of course. We have the Redis, the Wind Crystal, the Cisne, Selfie, Fossler, Yagrush, Sephiroth, and Cypher. Only 1, 2, yeah, the 1 3 full art box. But yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Feel free to leave a comment. You know, wish me hopefully a better weekend than I had a week. So yeah, thank you.